Hi, this is Professor Innes, and I thought I'd send this video to you to briefly recap on what we discussed in the class about the assignment, the essay you've got to write for the Seinfeld course. So, with that in mind, we've got to keep our views on this essay in line with the essay prompt and of course within the material we used in the class. So in that sense, therefore, we've got the text and we've got our in-class discussion. So try and keep your line of discussion using that material we used in the class. Try not to bring in anything that could be considered as maybe irrelevant or difficult to describe, or just something we didn't discuss and it wasn't clarified. So keep that in mind, please. And again, there's lots of material to use, the material we used in the class and in the text. So you've got the Hibbs book for the Nihilist class, and for the other two essays, you've got the Seinfeld book itself. Philosophy of Seinfeld. So lots of material to use, and you're going to have no trouble writing 1,500 words to deal with these prompts. And again, also we need to, as well as focusing upon the material we used in the class and not bringing anything which might not make any sense or won't fit in with the class, also got to keep in mind that we are philosophers here. So we're dealing with problems. We're not just describing things and saying, I think that the four characters in Seinfeld are near to sociopathic in nature, they're antisocial, and they're disgraceful. We're not saying that. What we're saying is here we have a problem in the sense that, say, if we're talking about nihilism, that it's normally, or it's assumed, I should say, it's assumed that we have these held moral and political viewpoints. They're held, and we tend to stand by these standards, these universal moral or political viewpoints. So we have that as a standard held, and then we notice that the Seinfeld characters are rejecting these taken for granted assumptions. So in that sense, therefore, we're saying, yeah, okay, there is a problem. There's a problem here that these standards are held by us and they're rejecting them. So I don't know which one's the correct one here. I can't say, other than maybe these standards we hold on to, in fact, it's not as standard as we'd like to think. Maybe they're socially constructed norms which we could get rid of at a moment's notice. Maybe our reverence for the library system, for example, is something we've been brought up with, and really there's no need to have this reverence. And again, of course, there's that extended reverence towards education and all the other institutions. But nonetheless, in philosophy, we're dealing with problems. So therefore, please don't state that this is the case or that is the case. It is the case that, for example, that we should hold on to these ideals, or it is the case that the Seinfeld characters have got it right, that we should reject these ideals. Here, we're just seeing it as a problem. We don't know which argument is the better one here, and all we're doing is focusing upon that consideration of nihilism and there to be problems in stating that things are to be held as true anyway. Right, so that's the focus point as philosophers. And likewise do that with the other essays as well, please. Don't for 1 minute just state something as being true or false. It is the case we're dealing with a problem. Now, you've got my text number and email number if you need to contact me for anything. So please do contact me if you've got questions. So I think that's all I need to mention here. Hopefully you enjoyed the class and you got a lot from it and did a bit on philosophy. If you haven't done philosophy before, and if you did philosophy before, this added to your understanding and dealings within philosophy. So again, let me know if you need something, anything, by text, email, telephone, whichever you prefer, please. Okay, hope everything's going well, and I'll look forward to receiving your essays. Okay, bye for now.